cup of coffee, a memory of a best friend sitting down in a really comfy chair after a long day, simply looking out the window and seeing just a little ray of sunshine, or just the smell of a plant in your house or in your garden. These things may sound pretty arbitrary and minuscule, and that in a way is because they are. Some of these things could be coined as something called microjoys. Microjoys, that is the theme of our Learn From Anywhere this week. So Cindy Spiegel is the author of the book Microjoys, Finding Hope When Life Is Not Okay. The book goes on to say how you can find hope and joy in your life just by looking. So what is a microjoy? Is it just a nice cup of coffee? Is it just that ray of sunshine? Well, I want to get this right, so bear with me. Microjoys are a practice of uncovering joy and finding hope at any moment. They are accessible to everyone despite all else, and when we hone the ability to look for them, they're always available. Microjoys are the hidden wisdoms, long ago memories, subtle treasures, and ordinary delights that surround us. So the book that Spiegel writes uses microjoys to find hope in darkness when life, as she says, isn't okay. And that is incredibly valuable. But I believe there is something in this where we can actually find microjoys within our own organizations to elevate our employee experience. Now, when I talk about microjoys, it might sound like we're trying to preach and practice that character in Friends, you know, Phoebe's boyfriend, who's always really enthusiastic about everything.
I feel so lucky. To think of all the good times that have happened here, the birthdays, the proms, the mitzvahs, both bar and bot. But none of it will compare with tonight. My God, I don't want to forget this moment. It's like I want to take a mental picture of you all. Click.
But ultimately, actually, stopping and reflecting and being more present is actually an incredible skill as the world moves a million miles an hour around us. Stopping to find a microjoy, whether that is laughter with a friend, a memory, a plant, or just, you know, reflecting and taking a breath, can be critical with how we build resilience. And let me tell you why. Stopping and taking a beat and a moment and being more present enables you to see a much clearer picture. We are back to back, whether it's Teams or Zoom calls or demands or strategy, forever looking forward and moving on to that next thing. Taking a beat to uncover a microjoy or stop in our HR world will help us become more present. When you're more present, you slow things down, you live in the moment. So when you deal with adversity or negativity, you're able to rationalize it and move on a lot quicker. The other thing to reflect when it comes to microjoys in our organizations is we've achieved a hell of a lot in the last 3 years. Think about everything we've gone through as a planet and within our organizations. You sitting where you are in your role, whether in HR, L&D or leadership, you need to take stock and think about all the little things that you've achieved and will continue to achieve with the right mindset moving forward. Take a beat. When we try to achieve greatness across the entire employee experience, we take on big chunky work streams. We're talking onboarding or performance management, succession planning, compensation management. These are huge work streams. And actually, we need to take a minute to focus on what are the little things that are going to bring people joy. When you're more present in HR, when you find the microjoys, you might stop and remember an anniversary for someone who's been here for 5, 10, 12, 13 years. You might stop and remember actually today is someone's first day back on maternity leave. Now, your success as an organization, yes, of course, you're going to be defined by all the big things you put in a world-renowned and award-winning onboarding or leadership development program. But really, how your people talk about your business away from working hours is made up of those little moments of care, those beats, the time it takes for you to call someone and check in and ask how you're doing. So the Learn From Anywhere from a microjoy. If you're reading this or watching this back as a HR or learning or leadership professional, is think about the microjoys in your role right now. Take that mindset of joy. Take a minute to pause, take a minute to be present. That way you can overcome adversity, you build your resilience, and you start to make a real difference in your employee experience by focusing on those little things. We forget sometimes that the little things really do matter. Find your microjoy. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back again.